Welcome to How It Works, a video series from law sites in which you get to see hands-on demonstrations of legal tech products directly from the developer. Today we're getting a first-hand look at VitalLaw from Wolters Kluwer Legal and Regulatory. It's the new name for Wolters Kluwer's flagship legal research platform, formerly known as Cheetah. But as you will see today, this is much more than just a name change. Joining me to tell us all about it and show us how it works are Ken Crutchfield, Vice President and General Manager of Legal Markets, and Nicole Stone, Director, New Product Development, Content Strategy. Ken, why don't you kick us off by telling us about VitalLaw?
Hey, Bob, it's great to be here. I appreciate the opportunity. VitalLaw, as you mentioned, is the replacement for Cheetah and the new brand name that we are going to market on. But it is really more than just a name. It is really a new way of our ability to engage in the marketplace from a customer perspective. So looking at things like a public version of the site so that we have a bit of a freemium model going on with VitalLaw, and then also adding in a comprehensive set of laws and regs that really allows us to solve not only problems within the practice areas that customers normally come to us for, but also provides a complete fabric for answering questions around legal and regulatory compliance on any issue in the US or 50 states.
So this is both a public-facing and a customer-facing version. Why the name change?
Frankly, VitalLaw has a better name and redirects to where we want to be communicating in the marketplace about a powerful product that is very indispensable. And Cheetah was, quite frankly, a name that maybe served its time a while back, but didn't really have as much name recognition or a way of communicating effectively what it is to customers so that we are able to deliver more appropriately.
And one more quick question before we launch into a demonstration. What does it mean for existing customers?
It really means that you're getting laws and regs, you're getting the public site, and it's a new and improved approach to delivering products. So as we move forward and make incremental enhancements, customers can expect to see more modernization, more capabilities, more functionality faster.
Great. Thanks, Ken. Nicole, can you show us how it works?
Absolutely. Thanks, Bob. So with the VitalLaw platform, what we have is we essentially have 38 practice areas that are curated and that have content created for them by our attorney editors. And we have over 100 attorney editors in-house who generate content every single day for the platform. So what you're able to do as a user is you can come into the platform and you can either search across all of the content, which essentially searches your content that is within your subscription, or you can go directly to a practice area dashboard and search the content there. So what I'll do is I'll show you how you search essentially across all content first. So what I'm able to do here is I can start typing, and you can see immediately on the screen, you have the key terms that are most relevant to what I started typing into the search bar. You have our key titles that relate to this particular topic. And then you have the Q&A. And this feature in particular is one of my favorite features on the platform because as you can see, as I hover over these different questions, I'm provided with the answer. And so as a practitioner, this is a way to get a quick answer to a question you may have without having to actually search even further within the platform itself. With this, I'm going to look at fiduciary liability as an example. So with fiduciary liability, you can see that because I have open access to the VitalLaw platform, we have over 3,800 search results that show up with this particular topic. But what's nice about our particular search results is that you're able to immediately filter based on essentially your interest and your client needs. And so let's say as an example that I'm interested in fiduciary liability as it relates to the labor and employment practice area. So I'm able to select labor and employment, which automatically limits my search results from 3,800 search results to 201. So an immediate drop and really helping to eliminate that noise that you may see in other places. We also have the ability to further narrow your search results to say jurisdiction. So let's say as an example, that I'm interested in fiduciary liability as it relates to the state of California. I'm able to select California, and immediately my search results narrow to 9. And so with fiduciary liability, I now have gone from 3,800 search results to 9 with just a couple of clicks in a matter of a few seconds. Also from our home screen, as I mentioned before, you can search by practice area. So I was just narrowing my search results to the labor and employment practice area. And so what I'll do here is I'll go ahead and click into labor employment dashboard. And what you see on your screen is essentially content that is curated by our attorney editors related to labor and employment. All of our practice area dashboards work very similarly in that they're highly customizable to the end user so that you're able to see the most relevant content to you and your needs in that moment. So I'm able to very quickly, let's say if I wanted to just move around these content containers, I'm able to do so with just a simple drag and drop. If I want to edit and the default content that displays on the dashboard, I'm able to do so with just a couple of clicks, and I'm able to immediately edit the dashboard itself. Also on practice area dashboards, I'm able to see any smart charts, smart tasks, or news that we may have related to a practice area. So smart charts in particular are a workflow tool that we have that allows an end user to quickly be able to select by topic and generate a multi-jurisdictional survey with just a couple of clicks. I'll go ahead and show you the Employment Law Jurisdictional Compare Smart Chart. So with this smart chart, as you can see, we have a wide variety of topics which you're able to select, and you can either narrow down and select a couple of individual topics, or you can select an entire topic. It's really up to you and your workflow. From here, you're able to select your states and your jurisdictions. So I'm going to go ahead and select New York, Illinois, and California. And then you're going to go to your results. And what you're able to see right away on the screen is a summary of the law or regulation that is written by our attorney editors. And then you're able to have access directly into the statutory or regulatory sections that relate specifically to the topic that you have selected. Going back to the platform, you're also able to look at news feeds that relate to the topic area that you're exploring. And so for the sign up, you're able to come in and you're really able to, again, customize essentially your feed to eliminate the noise and hone in on the content that is most relevant for you. So here I can go ahead and click on subscribe for Labor and Employment Law Daily. And as you can see, there's a lot of different topics and jurisdictions that I can select. And so I can deselect those that are of no interest to me. And then it will essentially eliminate that content from the newsfeed so that, again, I only get the content that is most relevant for myself. In addition to the practice area dashboards, we also have a couple of other dashboards that I want to show you today. So let me now talk about practical content. So with our practical content dashboard, what we have done is we've actually combed through all of the content that we have available within the VitalLaw platform. And we've essentially made sure that we earmarked all of that content to pull in and present here in one place. And so as you can see on the screen, we have everything from smart charts to smart tasks to forms, decision trees and checklists and so on. And what's nice about this dashboard is that this is available to every subscriber who has practical content already in their subscription. So you're able to come in, you're able to immediately filter by practice area if you so choose. You can also filter by the practical content type as well. And this is sticky, so it's something that, you can come back in, it will automatically save essentially your selections from your previous experience. In addition to practical content, which we launched in October of 2020, we also just recently launched a new law and regulation dashboard. So the laws and regulations dashboard is essentially a comprehensive dashboard of federal and state laws and regulations. So we have the United States Code, the Code of Federal Regulations, and then we have state statutes and state regulations. Different from our practice area dashboards, this content is comprehensive. So it is not essentially curated by the practice area. It is instead the totality of the content available for these different data sets. You're able to, as a user, search across all the data sets, or you can search within the data sets as well. One of the key features that we've added into the platform around this particular content is the ability for a user to see future effective dates. So what we've heard from many of our customers is that they need the ability to quickly see essentially what may be coming, what may be changing in the future. And so what we have is at the very beginning of our documents, if this particular section is being affected and has changed with a future effective date, then we've put a caution line right at the top of the document telling you that this section has been affected by regulatory or statutory activity. And then we provide you with the current version, and then we provide you with the date of the new version of the document. And then you click into it and you're provided with that version that will be effective on January 1st of 2022.
That's really cool. Nicole, and I just want to make a point here that make sure I understand correctly that the laws and regulations dashboard represents an expansion of the content within the database, that you now have comprehensive laws and regulations, whereas before you had them that were tied to the practice areas that you covered. Is that fair to say?
That is very fair to say. And this is really a new endeavor for us. This is something that we view as really just the beginning of essentially our content expansion. And it's something that, we look at as a way to extend a workflow within our platform and allow users to be able to search for topics that are outside of our core practice areas that we offer within VitalLaw.
Thank you.
In addition to the VitalLaw platform itself, we also offer a public version of VitalLaw. So with the public version, which I'm going to click over to now, this is the public version. And so this is something that a subscriber or a non-subscriber alike can come to, and they're able to see much of our current awareness as well as some select primary source content. So with the current awareness, what you see here is that our top stories for the various practice areas that we cover, it's for free. So essentially, it's above the paywall for all of our top stories. And in addition to receiving access to the entire article, you're also able to have access to the underlying primary source content. And again, this is all above the paywall, so anyone, subscriber or non-subscriber alike, can have access to this. In addition to the top story, you'll see here that we have some gated content. So if you are a non-subscriber and you are interested in looking at some additional articles that we may have written around a particular topic area, you can click onto one of these gated articles and up will pop a screen that explains that you have 3 free monthly views of the content. So essentially what we're doing is we're providing you with complimentary access to 3 articles a month via the VitalLaw public site. If I were to click continue, I would have access to the full article along with the underlying primary source content. In addition to that content, we also have this calendar feature. And if I were to go back, say about a month to November 1st, I'm able to see here that all of the content appears unlocked. And what we're doing is part of VitalLaw Public is we are offering all of our current awareness complimentary that is older than 30 days. So this is something, again, we view as being able to extend our brand into the market. It's something that we are indexing within the Google platform. And so we believe that if someone is searching for a topic or a specific case, etc., that they will be directed to this particular site and be able to have access to our editorially written content. So with that, Bob, that's what I have to show you today.
Thanks. It looks really fantastic. And both the public-facing and the subscriber-facing sections of this. Ken, before we wrap up, anything else you'd like to say about VitalLaw?
We're just really excited to hear the customer feedback from it, that we are getting positive reviews in the market and from analysts, and understanding that while this was a very significant move, we were able to do it very effectively and seamlessly for the vast majority of our customers. So we're excited to really be moving forward and looking to add additional functionality and content to the platform in the future.
Ken and Nicole, I really appreciate your taking the time to show us VitalLaw today. That does it for today's episode of How It Works. You can find the full series of episodes at lawsitesblog.com. Thanks for watching.